2020 has been tough, and for some, really rough. But the year isn't done yet. There's one thing we can do to make the best of it. Imagine a week when we come together to do so much good that Singapore overflows with care, hope and love. It's the SG Cares Giving Week 2020, and it's going to be the best week ever. Picture this, all of us picking something from a vast range of meaningful activities and causes, giving our time, talent, treasure and voice in the biggest outpouring of good that Singapore has ever seen. If any year deserves a finale like this, it's 2020. We can make it the best week ever. Together, let's build a Singapore that cares. 2020 has been tough, and for some, really rough. But the year isn't done yet. There's one thing we can do to make the best of it. Imagine a week when we come together to do so much good that Singapore overflows with care, hope and love. It's the SG Cares Giving Week 2020, and it's going to be the best week ever. Picture this, all of us picking something from a vast range of meaningful activities and causes, giving our time, talent, treasure and voice in the biggest outpouring of good that Singapore has ever seen. If any year deserves a finale like this, it's 2020. We can make it the best week ever. Together, let's build a Singapore that cares. 2020 has been tough, and for some, really rough. But the year isn't done yet. There's one thing we can do to make the best of it. Imagine a week when we come together to do so much good that Singapore overflows with care, hope and love. It's the SG Cares Giving Week 2020, and it's going to be the best week ever. Picture this, all of us picking something from a vast range of meaningful activities and causes, giving our time, talent, treasure and voice in the biggest outpouring of good that Singapore has ever seen. If any year deserves a finale like this, it's 2020. We can make it the best week ever. Together, let's build a Singapore that cares. 2020 has been tough, and for some, really rough. But the year isn't done yet. There's one thing we can do to make the best of it. Imagine a week when we come together to do so much good that Singapore overflows with care, hope and love. It's the SG Cares Giving Week 2020, and it's going to be the best week ever. Picture this, all of us picking something from a vast range of meaningful activities and causes, giving our time, talent, treasure and voice in the biggest outpouring of good that Singapore has ever seen. If any year deserves a finale like this, it's 2020. We can make it the best week ever. Together, let's build a Singapore that cares.
President Halimah Yacob, Minister Edwin Tong, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and a very warm welcome to this year's SG Cares Giving Week 2020 Best Week Ever opening ceremony. My name is Gurmit Singh and I'll be your host for this evening. I have to say, standing here in front of physical, real people is very refreshing. It's very liberating, right? Yes. We are making small steps while we're getting there. It's a good sign. I have to say also that I'm a bit confused. I had this urge to give each and everyone here a square white card, a frame, so you can hold it like that, like Zoom, because I'm not used to this. So you're so used to the Zoom phrase. Now, this Best Week Ever movement has been jointly organized by the National Volunteer and Philanthropy Centre, NVPC, SG Cares Office, and National Council of Social Service. Shall we give them all a nice hand, please? The SG Cares Giving Week movement celebrates the spirit of giving. And we're talking about everybody pitching in, whether it's individuals, whether it's leaders, businesses, non-profit organizations coming together to share their time, their talent, their treasure, their voice, like this, and support the charities that they are most passionate about, so that all of us come together to build a Singapore that truly cares. And we're not talking about big gestures like, but little acts as well, because if you think about it, if everyone gets into the act, little acts times millions of people, it will make a world of difference. And this movement also wants to encourage us to have that giving, the sense of giving as part of our lives, our daily lives. So from the moment you wake up and you go to work, or you're driving, or you're talking to someone, you're shopping, you're dining, you're having a conversation, you're work at play or whatever, we want you to have that in your DNA, that sense of giving, where you are so in tune, you're so sensitive, you're able to see what's happening and say, I think I can help this person, I think I can do an act of giving. And that's what we are trying to accomplish here. Now, this year, SG Cares Giving Week 2020 is placing a special emphasis on raising funds for the smaller charities. I mean, the year 2020 could literally be called the COVID year, and it's affected everybody. Individuals, businesses, and you think the impact that is made on charities. They are trying to have fundraising activities, but they cannot. It's very difficult, very, very hard, and very sad. So what we do is that we have a lot of activities in the month of December, and all proceeds will go to the SG Cares Giving Week Fund, where it will be dispersed to at least 30 of these smaller charities who have an annual receipt of less than $500,000. You can scan the QR code right now on the screen for those who are watching us on stream, and visit givingweek.sg to learn more. If you want to find out more about SG Cares Giving Week, go to givingweek.sg, FB and IG at givingweek.sg. All right, all the technical stuff aside, and all the announcements aside, let's start off tonight. This is a wonderful, worthy event. Let us welcome Cara Rosa and Joanna Dong, together with members of the public, for a unique opening segment. I say no more. Let's play the video.
gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. No, no, I won't let you down. You can lean on me. Never gonna give you up. Call me. Never gonna give you up. So call me. Never gonna give you up. Call me. Never gonna give you up. Call me. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Joanna Dong, and you've been listening to Sebastian Ho on guitar, Yap Ting Wei on drums, Benjamin Poh on bass, and Chok Karong on the keyboard. Now, this week, from now to the 7th of December, it is SG Cares Giving Week, and we hope that you can contribute your talent, your time, your voice, your treasures with those who are in need. And so, do visit givingweek.sg for more details, and we hope that together, you and all of us, we can make this week the best week possible.
One more time, let's give a hand to Joanna Dong. She's grown so much. She's so much bigger. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite our guest of honor, Madam Halimah Yacob, President of Singapore, to say a few words.
Mr. Edwin Tong, Minister for Culture, Community and Youth, and Second Minister for Law. Mrs. Mildred Tan, Chairman, National Volunteer and Philanthropy Center. Ms. Anita Pham, President, National Council of Social Service. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to everyone. I am pleased to join you today at the launch of the SG Cares Giving Week, a national effort to bring people from all walks of life together to celebrate the spirit of giving in Singapore. This inaugural SG Cares Giving Week is the fruit of a tripartite partnership between the SG Cares Office, NVPC, and NCSS. Through this platform, I hope we can highlight the collective efforts of individuals, businesses, and organizations that have been working together to build a Singapore that cares. The spirit of caring has carried us through many challenges in the past, and I'm certain that it would continue to do so in the current crisis. Amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, many Singaporeans have been stepping up to help others in our society. I hope that this initiative will catalyze even more of such good deeds. For example, in support of the SG Cares Giving Week, Hardware Network will be partnering students from the National Junior College to prepare and distribute care packs to seniors. I am glad to see our youth rallying together to care for our seniors and providing support to those in need during this difficult time. The COVID-19 pandemic has also made it challenging for charities to raise funds. This is why the SG Cares Giving Week Fund has been set up to support the smaller charities in Singapore. All proceeds from the SG Cares Giving Week Fund will be disbursed to eligible charities. Beyond fundraising, SG Cares Giving Week also aims to remind us that little acts, when amplified by the community, can make a world of difference. I am glad that several organizations are giving back in a different way during this festive season. One example is Singtel, which has partnered various social service agencies to empower seniors with digital tools and skills for them to remain socially active. Singtel volunteers will teach seniors how to embrace technology and use digital devices for virtual engagement to ease their social isolation. Another example is SAFRA, which will be mobilizing their resources to spread festive cheer through its Gift for a Reason initiative. NS men and their families can give back to the community by donating gifts to fulfill the wishes of less fortunate children or providing food packs to low-income households. Such efforts are made possible with the help of SG Care's volunteer centers, which tap on their social service networks on ground to assist in the distribution of these items to 1,400 beneficiaries. In addition, e-commerce platforms such as Shopee, Lazada, and Carousel have leveraged their online marketplace expertise so that charities like the community chairs can raise funds through the sales of merchandise, allowing us to do good while we shop. I am also glad that Maybank is contributing towards the President's Challenge Empowering for Life Fund by encouraging the public to start their own fundraising campaigns on giving.sg and matching funds raised up to $180,000. Giving is empowering. It is with this in mind that we launched the SG Cares Giving Week to inspire more Singaporeans to give back to our society and make Singapore a more caring and inclusive home for all. To raise awareness of a social cause that you are passionate about, you can also share your inspiring giving stories on your social media platforms to ignite the giving spirit within the community and inspire others to support your cause. In closing, I would like to thank the SG Cares Office, NVPC, and NCSS for rallying the wider community to come on board this meaningful national effort. As we enter the festive season, let us not forget to keep the giving and caring spirit at the center of it all. Together, we can make greater impact in helping the vulnerable groups in our society. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam President, for the inspiring opening address. Next up, we have two individuals who, in spite of their extremely busy schedule, have chosen to give their time volunteering for various causes and using their voice through their social media platforms and all that. They're going to share their volunteering experiences and also how their actions brought joy to the beneficiaries. Let's take a look.
Hello, I'm Chuan Jin. I'm the Speaker of Parliament. I'm also the Member of Parliament here in Marine Parade GRC, here in Kembangan Chai Chee. Here, we have a lot of different volunteering activities. Many residents, volunteers join in reaching out to our elderly residents, our residents who need help in various ways. At the end of every month, we have a grocery distribution to some of our less privileged residents. So I'm very glad to see so many volunteers here today. And so do join me as we go out and distribute groceries to our residents who may need a bit of helping hand. This is a regular thing for us. The weekly last Sunday of the month is a regular thing. But in between, we also distribute rations on different occasions and different events, sometimes working in different groups. But the key thing is that we visit them. It's not just distributing the groceries or the food, but it's a chance to catch up with them and see how things are in case there are any issues that have developed since the last time we met them and so on. But the good thing is that because there's so many volunteers who help out, it really makes it a lot easier. Because if you have fewer volunteers, obviously it takes a lot more effort. But I think it's also a very eye-opening experience for those involved. Hi, thank you so much to all our volunteers for stepping forward. I hope they found it meaningful. Some of you who have been here the first time, some of you have become regulars, some of you have also branched out to different things. But I think for many volunteers out there, many of us want to do something, but we're not sure where to go, how to help, whether we are equipped with skills. But the thing is, just step forward and help out. Together, let's build a Singapore that cares.
Hi, I'm Pam Ooi. I'm a theatre actor and director and producer. And today I have volunteered to attend a workshop, an online virtual workshop conducted by Daughters of Tomorrow. It's called the Time Workshop. This is my experience. It's a poverty sensitization workshop which will enable me to experience what a lower income single mom might have to go through in a typical month financially.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Give yourself a round of applause for staying until so late. Thank you. Bye.
So, as you have seen, I've just come out of that Time experience, which is the This Is My Experience game. And I purposely left all the strikes on me, the post-its and the clothes pegs. As you can see, there are a lot of family strikes, there's a lot of health strikes and work strikes. And I just wanted to leave it on as I tell you a little bit more about what I experienced. I thought it was very useful for me to better empathize with and to understand the difficulties that a single mom with 2 kids from a lower income family might have to go through. I'm really grateful to Daughters of Tomorrow for holding this session online. I have to just remind myself to be wary, to be aware, to be empathetic and sympathetic to her situation, and really whenever I can to give, and to give as much as I can to help her out because she's going through really, really tough times. So yeah, I'm grateful to Daughters of Tomorrow for this experience, and I do hope and encourage all of you to attend this workshop, the Time Workshop, to just be a little bit kinder to the people around us who may not have as much as we do. Giving Week, give all that you can, give any that you can, and you don't have to just give it during Giving Week. Give all year round.
Thank you very much, Speaker Tan Chuan Jin and Pam Ooi. I have 2 takeaways from watching that video. I've watched it for the first time only now. 2 takeaways. Number 1, Speaker Tan Chuan Jin is very fit. He's very strong. He can carry so many bags. Secondly, as Pam Ooi said, look around you and see how you can help with an act of kindness, which prompts me to share a little story about, remember we talked about little acts of kindness? It doesn't have to be big gestures. Where I live, there is a wonderful, lovely Indian lady who comes to clean every morning from 5 o'clock, and by 10:30 or so, she will go off. Of course, during that cleaning of the streets and all that, she'll sometimes take a break before she is all dried of the sweat, then she moves off to go home. One day I happened to be coming back home when she's just resting there at the roadside. She has a little station, there's a stool and all her dustbins and all that. And I thought, nobody speaks to her. Every day we see her walking and cleaning, And we appreciate it, but why can't we show that we appreciate what she's doing? It's a job, yes, but without her, my street will be all littered. So what I decided to do was to go in there and make coffee for her. 2 cups, one for myself and one for her. I walked across the street and I said, hello, auntie. She said, hey, hello, Gurbit. So obviously she knew who I was, which is good. Otherwise she thought I was some stranger coming to hassle her. And we sat down and talked. And my goodness, when she talked, she has so much passion. She has so many stories to tell. She told me she's been working on that street for 46 years. She knows every family. She knows who is the good family and who is the bad family, who is the stingy mother and who is the generous mother. And it was amazing. What was amazing for me was that when she started to speak with me, her eyes lit up. And I think it shows that a lot of people out there who are doing their jobs, yes, they're doing for the money, but what they also need is the fellowship. What they need also is the human connection. And just a little act of sitting down for 10 minutes and having coffee with her will do wonders, not just for her, but also do wonders for me. Anyway, to move on, if you find out more about how you can give your time through volunteering, visit giving.sg. We have loads of volunteering opportunities at various charities. Next up, we have another personality who is giving their time and talent in Singapore, SG Cares Giving Week 2020. Now, do you all know or remember a popular video that was watched on YouTube and then it went like crazy, it went viral? Let me give you a little hint. Maybe this will ring a bell. It's spurred on online. Okay, there we go.
Daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark. Grandma shark, grandma shark, grandma shark, grandma shark. Grandpa shark, grandpa shark, grandpa shark, grandpa shark.
There you go. I'm sure everybody knows this tune. Overseas personalities, popular Korean animation company Pinkfong is also using their voice and talent to show their support for SG Cares Giving Week 2020. And by the way, all those people there, they were staff of that company. And this video actually set a Guinness World Record for the most viewed YouTube video with 7 billion, billion views. That's more than the world's population, isn't it? So that says a lot. So let's take a look at the full-on video. Here we go.
Baby shark, do good work. Hello, friends in Singapore. I'm Baby Shark. And I'm Pinkfong. In this pandemic, staying positive and helping each other is more important than ever. So join the SG Cares Giving Week movement from 1 to 7 December to make this the best week ever. Because doing small good acts together will make a big difference. Take care, stay safe, and healthy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pinkfong and Baby Shark. Indeed, all of us can do our part, as they mentioned, and support SG Cares Giving Week 2020. Now, we also have wonderful partners. Our guest of honor, Madam President, has mentioned a few of them. Here are some more. DBS is organizing virtual tours for the elderly and participating in skill-based volunteering programs on cybersecurity and digitalization for NPOs, non-profit organizations, which is very important in this day and age of digital stuff and all. And you might be asking, okay, so these are companies, but what about me? How can I be involved? You may volunteer your time to play a virtual game on Shopee 11. Sorry, I have to do that every time I mention Shopee. It's in the contract. Anyhow, I'm just kidding, by the way. You can play a virtual game on Shopee's platform, and it's called Shopee Farm. There are many games there, but one game in particular called Shopee Farm. For every tree that's harvested, Shopee will donate $1 to our SG Cares Giving Week Fund. So please do your bit and go and farm a lot of trees, okay? Go and harvest a lot of trees for everybody. Thank you very much. At this point in time, I'd like to welcome on stage actor and TV host Royce Lee to tell us more about what he will be doing the next few days to encourage the public to give. Royce, can I have you on stage, please?
All right. Wow, I'm so honored to be here.
Hey, no, honest, man. It's kind of strange. We can't shake hands.
Hey, high five.
Hey, high five already. Ah!
The new normal.
You're so strong. You're so strong.
Exactly.
So, Royce, tell us, how can one take part in the SG Cares Giving Week 2020?
I'm sure you know already because they said it so many times. I'm sure by now our audience will know as well. Time,
yes,
talent,
yes,
treasure,
yes,
and voice.
Okay.
So for time, you can volunteer at a charity of your choice, showing acts of care to like even neighbors, even start small, you know. You don't have to go far away from your house. You can just be your next door neighbor. You can cook a meal for them.
Very good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And create like care packages for those who need as well. And for talent, because I'm not very talented, only can talk a bit.
You can talk only.
Exactly, talk a bit only. So the thing is like, you can join our Family Cook-Off Challenge for Cook for Fund in support of Playam's work via Zoom on 20th December.
Right.
And in terms of treasure, so a lot of people always view like treasure you have to give in terms of monetary value, but don't have to because you know why? If you're looking for a great gift for this festive season, you can customize and print unique stickers specially designed by special needs children and youth at Uniqlo Orchard Central. So I always see you shop at Orchard Central, right?
Yeah, I always look like I'm shopping, but not shopping actually, I'm just walking only. But you know, it's part of the marketing and branding.
Marketing and branding, exercising. And right now, if you actually head over to Uniqlo Orchard Central, 70% of the sale of the printed stickers will be donated to ComChest.
Nice.
Amazing. Alternatively, you can actually check out the Gift for Good portal to make donation based on your respective charities wish list. So it's really customizable.
Right.
You can really donate as you wish. So don't be afraid, okay? Most important one.
Yeah.
And last one, voice. The most incredible voice that we have on stage, which is, yes, Gurmit.
Like that. Go to your neighbor.
That's a talent already. You have that talent, what?
Wow.
Singapore Idol. And also, you can participate in #MyHeartsBeat4 social media challenge. So we'll be launching today all the way to the end of our week as well. So we want everybody to take photos, show a heart sign. You can just do the K-pop idol heart sign. You can do this. And you can shout out for the social cause that you believe in or spread awareness of a charity mission that touches your heart. So tag your friends, tag 3 friends and challenge them to start an endless chain of good deeds. So it's really very easy because you know why? I know people right here, they don't believe, right? But the thing is, you know what?
What do you mean you don't believe? I believe you. You got a very believable face.
I know, right?
Very trustworthy.
So kind.
Did you take my money? This is
amicable. No, so yes. Last week, I went around Serangoon Next, right, to challenge public to see whether they know acts of giving or not.
Random people. You just challenge them.
Really, not staged at all.
Not staged at all.
Really.
And you challenge them to give.
To give. You think they will do it or not?
Ooh. Well, you know, I have hosted a few President Star charity, and I've always every year been impressed and touched by the generosity of Singapore. And that's giving money and giving. But this is doing stuff. Huh?
Doing stuff, challenging them.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the video.
All right.
So actually, according to like Giving Week, so what is your thought on like giving?
I think that it doesn't have to be monetary value. It can be a small act they do to help others.
Okay, my name is Royce Lee. I'm looking for people to share the love of giving. Here with me are 4 cards: time, talent, voice, and also treasure. So what are behind these cards are secret missions. What would they be? Let's find out. We're part of Giving Week right here, starts from 1st to 7th December. So we're going to showcase 4 ways of giving, okay? So there's talent, time, treasure, and voice. But I already handpicked one for you, one talent for you already. Because you're very talented, right?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So, in talent, dedicate a song to someone and sing a part of it now.
Oh gosh. Well, let me think of the lyric. You cannot just do this to me, you know.
Never lah. I do.
And you'll always be my baby, and I linger on. Time can't erase a feeling this strong. No rain are gonna shake me. Ooh, darling, cause you'll always be my baby.
Yeah! Amazing. Okay. So, we're gonna give you the goodie bag as promised. Can you choose talent? You look like very talented at it.
Okay.
Okay, so can you perform one talent for us right now?
Dancing?
Oh my god, okay. Dancing. I give some beats. Tums. Oh my god, I love you, Tums. Fuvan, you are the star of the show, okay? You are star of today. This is one goodie bag for you. We hope that you will support Giving Week, okay? It will happen from 1st to 7th December. Alright, so we have fans of the Giving Week right here. So what do you know about Giving Week?
It's a week where we get more Singaporeans to give either their time or money to help the causes. Yeah.
Very good. So this year I want to showcase 4 different forms of giving. So yes, time is one of them. Talent, voice, and treasure. So for you, right, time. 3 of you have a secret mission right now. If you all can complete, right, we'll give you one goodie bag. Okay? So you have to give items to 3 random strangers. If you can complete them, we'll give you a goodie bag. And it's all free. Just give them one person, one mask, one person, one mask, and then another person. This is a reusable straw. Okay, we can find together. Come.
Hello.
Hi.
Free mask for you.
Free mask for you.
Okay.
Yeah, reusable. Very, very nice one. Very comfortable. I'm wearing now. Yes.
And one for you.
One for you. Oh my gosh, you're very efficient, the most efficient family ever. Can I join y'all? Okay, anyway. Okay, now cannot. Okay, so Giving Week this year is going to be from 1st to 7th December. Will you be joining us on all our activities? Come on, we give you some goodies, the one that you have given out. So reusable straws and also the mask that I'm wearing. Very nice or not?
Very nice.
Any organization or charity you support?
Yeah, I support RCC Home.
RCC Home. Oh, so you will dedicate 月亮代表我 will sing to them, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, we sing one more line, can or not?
Okay.
So we dedicate to RCC Home. 你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分？你去想一想，你去看一看，月亮代表我的心。Oh, you still got touch yourself there. Very good, very good. Thank you so much for your time. Bye bye. Thank you. Have you volunteered before?
Have you volunteered before, children? Remember?
Where?
Give to charity in my school. We're doing some charity works.
What charity work have you done?
To give to community chairs to help some boy that was disabled.
No.
Never?
Not really. I also never.
How about you look very kind, leh? Do you think that I can put you up for a challenge to give up some of your time next time and we go to an organization together to help out?
Charity, yeah.
Yes.
As in time. I think children, what do you think?
Oh my god, straight away nod your head leh. Okay or not?
Okay.
Okay or not?
Okay.
Sure. Can.
Can.
Do anything also can.
Some things.
Very smart. Okay, are we good?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay, we'll say to the camera together. We say on, okay? 1, 2, 3. On! Wow, and that was so much fun. I cannot believe we got so many people to participate. I love your singing, your dancing, and most importantly, your enthusiasm. Thank you for the love of giving, and now it's time to be back to the studio, and I'll see you soon.
Wow! I like it! Oh my goodness!
So much memories. I just filmed this last week only.
Right?
Yes.
That's so cute.
Very
Singaporeans, you can trust, you can have faith in them, right? I like the part where you sang with the elderly gentleman who supports the Assisi Home, and the two of you sang so beautifully. So you can sing as well, except you were having a mask. So is that really your voice, or was it dubbed?
It's my voice for sure.
Okay.
My
I'm just
repertoire
checking.
very old
I'm
one.
just checking for your voice very old. Okay, so but I also have to say, we had 2 groups of volunteers there. Did they, in the end, decide to do work for charity or not? Because the video didn't show how it ended.
This is where it's going to be a cliffhanger. I'm not going to spill the beans just yet. You're going to catch us all the way to the end on 7 December, our closing ceremony for SG Cares Giving Week, to find out whether these 2 groups actually volunteered or they pangsing me. I'm not too sure. But don't worry, because you know why? Tomorrow I'll be going again on the ground to Plaza Singapura from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. to issue out more challenges to the public to see if they have the talent, time, treasure, and voice. Okay, so hopefully, will I see you there?
I'm busy with other stuff. other treasure and other talent and other voice. And
Okay,
other
you
time.
contribute in other ways.
Yes,
and
yes,
you've
I will.
given
I
your
will.
time for today.
I will do your laundry. You want me to do your laundry?
Wonderful.
All right, there you go. I'll
Thank
do
you
your
so
laundry.
much.
All right, send me your underwear. Okay, thank you. Royce Lee, everybody. Thank you very much,
thank
Royce.
you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Oh, looking. Sure, they get a lot of volunteers to do that. So good luck, Royce, and catch him tomorrow again, Plaza Singapura, 12 to 2 p.m. Support him. Do what he asks you to do, because at the end of the day, it's for everybody. It's for charity. It's for the act of kindness. Visit givingweek.sg to find out more about SG Cares Giving Week and the ways that you can give your time, your talent, your treasure, and your voice. In fact, you can do so right now with a small act of giving by scanning the QR code on your screen right now to donate to SG Cares Giving Week Fund. Now remember, this fund is to support our smaller charities who have seen a huge decline in donations during this trying COVID period. Now, our next segment will shine on a spotlight on those who are doing their part in building a Singapore that cares. Let's hear it from these inspiring individuals, please.
When we discovered that Conrad was intellectually disabled, my late wife and I decided that he will follow us wherever we went. So I was a champion blood donor myself, so he followed me each time I went for my blood donation. And after a while, he asked me, "Papa, why are you donating blood?" So I told him, so that I can save lives. He straight away said, "I want to save life also." But then he was too young then, so as soon as he was able to, at the age of 21, we started him on his first donation, and he has been donating since then. Now, the first step that we took when we decided that Conrad should be part of the community, that is, he will always follow us wherever we go, build in him an awareness of the society at large. As such, when he found out that blood donation can save lives, he said, "I also want to do it." In his way, that is his way of giving back to society what society has given him. In a sense, his awareness of society is very good because he has traveled all over the world except South America.
Hello, everyone. I am Omar Farooq Shipon. I work in shipyard as a captain shipyard as a senior safety coordinator. I run a viral Facebook page. Its name Singapore Apa Probasi Bangladeshi. It means we are Bangladeshi migrant in Singapore. I do some social work for well-being of Bangladeshi migrant worker in Singapore. I was working in shipyard. I working start 2009 December, but in 2015 I saw some migrant workers. They come to me and share about their sorrowness, happiness. And after COVID-19 pandemic in Singapore, I was more active. I saw some people was panic and they was not aware about this COVID-19. So I decided I will provide correct information and what they need to do. I will share my Facebook page. So I was encouraged. Someone give me call and say thank you, bye for share with us correct information. So I encourage. They tell me like this. So I again do more work. And every day, 10 to 12 news translate, or I'm writing my article, or my view writing and share on the page. And so many people, I can reach many people by this social media.
When I was a Sec 1 student in Gan Eng Seng School, my father expressed his wish for a first aider at home. For me, 12 years old then, it marked my first step that took me into an almost lifetime journey with the Red Cross Youth. My mother was very supportive of my Red Cross voluntary service. She had been inspirational along my lifelong journey. As a young boy then, I would want to don the Red Cross uniform to render first aid. In 1966, I took part in the first National Day Parade. Indeed, it was our pride to serve on parade. For more than half a century, with the Red Cross, I've been involved in many services. I had also encouraged Red Cross youth officers and members to make blood donation individually and collectively at the Red Cross House as well as the Red Cross Blood Center. When I was actually visiting Japan sometime in the 1990s, I had given my individual pint of blood to a blood center in Osaka. Such centers are run by the Japanese Red Cross Society. And my Japanese host had remarked that I had left behind my blood for their use when I was departing Japan. Little did I know that our blood, or blood connection in my case, blood donation in my case, can help to strengthen our friendship and save many lives at the same time.
I'm Michael Quek here. I'm 55. I got stroke in 2005, but 2010 I joined Adrenaline and I come to learn about this voluntary work, not doing good cause. So what happened was I joined SNSA as a voluntary member, and basically I went to the hospital like Tai Hoa Kwan, Ang Mo Kio there, and I talked to the stroke patient. It's only when 2010 when I joined Adrenaline to come about this doing good cause. That's why I get involved in all this. Well, it's very. I enjoy very much because I can give it to the society. Right, that is why involved in a lot of things besides SA. I try to do a lot of good cause, like a lot, basically a lot. So mainly I joined Adrenaline. I joined SNSA is because myself is a stroke survivor. So it's an opportunity to encourage other stroke patients that to walk out of the box.
My name is Maximilian Tan. I am a para-equestrian athlete. Yeah, I think that the desire to help others and share about my disability and how I live my life like anyone else actually went back to as far as I can remember. Growing up, there were just so many people who were involved in my rehab as well as making accommodations for me, and I have been thankful for all of these. So it was very natural for me to be grateful, and so whenever I had the chance to return this kindness, I will do it. And it can be as simple as selling flags, performing in a concert or event, or even giving talks to motivate and share with others. So yeah, usually I am invited to share my story, and I know that the purpose is for me to inspire and motivate others, whether they have any disability or not. And I know that that I'm usually very positive, and so like what I said, right, was to share my motto that I can just live life to the fullest. I also talk about to see failures as a form of opportunity to learn and improve. I hope, right, that the stories that I give will actually be positive, and I hope that the people who get to listen to my stories will get to see things more positively, and especially when they fail. I just hope that my stories are able to motivate others and see the goodness in life.
My name is Daryl, and I was actually diagnosed with bipolar back when I was 17. But ever since I started on the recovery path, I never looked back at my illness, but actually look what can I do more, with recovering, knowing the strength that I have, and knowing that the pain that I went through. Before I joined Club Q, I was a participant, and what interests me was actually when they encouraged me to advocate about my recovery. So that's where all it started. Since I found power that my recovery story has and that's where it interests me, because there's like so many people that need help, and so many things that many people can help to reach out.
My name is Anthony Houlihan. I'm a British expatriate. I've been living in Singapore for 18 years, and during Singapore circuit breaker I worked part-time as a food delivery rider to raise money for the Children's Cancer Foundation. The idea to raise money and work as a food delivery rider for charity came to me at the start of the circuit breaker. I was struggling with the solitude of being at home, needed to be a part of society, and I figured out if I can do that whilst also earning something for a charity and a cause for people that need help, I would jump at that chance, and that's how it all began. I mean, it's been an amazing experience, I think. I mean, I started off, just had an idea to work as a food delivery rider, raise money for charity, and then on the back of that, I asked some friends if they would contribute and donate to my campaign. They said yes, and then we managed to spread the word a little bit wider with a lot of support from the media in Singapore, and then many people contributed, and we ended up raising $124,000 for the Children's Cancer Foundation, which really will help them to enhance the lives of children and their families who are affected by cancer. So it's been an amazing experience.
My name is Chang Rui Jie. Right now I'm studying in Gongchang Primary School and raise money for different charities. When my father first told me during the circuit breaker that rabbits did not have food to eat, so I felt very sad because rabbits are my favorite animal. So I decided to start raising money on giving.sg. I was designing campaign posters and videos on Canva to put up on giving.sg to raise money for rabbits at SPCA. We saved money for primary 1 and 2 children helped by school pocket money funds. Children whose parents are in prison helped by SACA, and girls and needy families supported by CARE Singapore. I also encouraged my friends and family to support in my campaigns.
Together, let's build a Singapore that cares.
Wow. Again, I'm watching this video for the first time, and I gotta say, it's really impressive, isn't it? That all walks of life, young children to older folks, and even friends in the video who are mentally or physically challenged, they are volunteering as opposed to receiving the volunteering acts. And I think that speaks a lot and hopefully inspires all of us to take that one step. Anne Frank once said, "No one has become poor by giving." And I can so relate to that. The year was 1994-95. I just stepped into the TV world. And Club Rainbow asked me via email to come down and host the closing ceremony of their camp. So for one weekend, the children get together, and then at the end, there is a fashion show, there is a dance, there is stuff and all that happening, and then closing ceremony. Now, I said yes immediately, thinking, wow, yes, of course I'll do it, because I have a soft spot for children, animals, and elderly. What I didn't know was that these children are actually terminally ill or chronically ill. After I had said yes, then I found out about that. I went, oh my goodness, what have I done? What am I going to do? Because how do I go on stage and say, let's play a game, come on everybody, let's play best dress, let's play fashion show. How do you do that in a normal D&D setting, dinner and dance? So driving there, I was very conflicted. I was saying, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stand there because now I know the children either are on wheelchairs or they just come out of surgery and so they have all these scars and they're bald, or they are under chemotherapy so they're weak, or they're on oxygen masks and they have a tank next to them, or they're on crutches and so forth and so on. And I said, how can I do this? So nevertheless, I went on stage and I said, hi everybody, I did my usual stuff and everything. And there was a segment where they are broken up into teams. There are about like 25, 30 children, right? And there are different teams up there. And they have to come out and do a fashion show. It ended up being to see which child can pull down my shorts to show my underwear. And we went around for the next 15 minutes, hey, don't touch my butt, hey, my this, hey, you. And these children were full of life. They were full of life. I mean, to us, we look like, oh, your life is fading, but no. So what I thought I was doing was an act of kindness, a volunteer, and I'm giving. It ended up being the other way around. These kids told me and showed me the meaning of living. And to the day I die, I remember them. So when you volunteer, don't be surprised if in the end, you are the beneficiary, the other way around. Okay, next up we have a group of individuals who have been giving back to society during this pandemic period. Many of them featured have taken on different roles outside of their usual jobs as care ambassadors for patients in hospitals, and they've come together to put on this special performance as their expression of giving their time, talent, and voice. Let's welcome the team from Singapore Airlines.
Singapore Airlines takes pride in giving back to the people. And together, we will be strong.
Whenever I am feeling low, I look around me and I know
there's a place that will stay within me, wherever I may choose to go.
I will always recall the city, know every street and shore.
Oh, sail down the river that brings us light,
winding through my Singapore.
This is home, truly, where I know I must be, where my dreams wait for me, where that river always flows. This is home, show me, my senses tell me, this is where I won't be alone. For this is where I know it's
home. When there are troubles to go through, we'll find a way to start anew. There is comfort in the knowledge
that home's about its people too. So we build our dreams together, just like we've done before.
we've done before.
Just like the river that brings us life, there'll always be Singapore. This is home,
truly,
where I know I must be, where my dreams wait for me, where the river always flows. This is home, surely, as my senses tell me. This is where I won't be alone. For this is where I know it's home. This is home, truly, where I know I must be, where my dreams wait for me, where that river always flows. This is home, surely, as my senses tell me. This is where I won't be alone. For this is where I know it's home.
Okay, I don't know about you. I'm very impressed. That was Singapore Airlines. That looked and sounded like the finals of Singapore Idol, or The Voice, right? Amazing voices, and the musicians as well. Okay, if anybody's from Singapore Airlines, I demand, when I take the flight, that they should sing like this as we approach Changi Airport on the way back from a holiday. Set. All agree, say aye. Okay, let's get back to serious business now. Or not so serious actually, light-hearted as well. It is now my pleasure to invite on stage Mr. Edwin Tong, Minister of Culture, Community and Youth, and Second Minister for Law on stage to share more about what people in Singapore can do to encourage giving and to build a Singapore that cares. Minister, please. Air high five.
Hello, Gavin.
Hello, air high five. Okay, there we go.
It's a virtual high five.
Virtual high five.
Yeah.
There it is. So that's your spot, Minister.
Oh,
right
that's my
there.
spot. Okay.
This far. Okay. So, Minister, first, very important question. What is your favorite color?
Red.
Okay, good. Now we know him better. The next important question, as passionate champion of Singapore SG Cares, could you share with us why you believe so strongly in Singapore Cares?
Well, I think the answer has been before all of us, isn't it? You've just seen it all on stage. I was given a prepared answer, but I think all that went out the window when I saw what we've seen on the videos. I think SG Cares is really about the kind of community, the kind of society we want to build, we want to live in, and which we want to call our home. Because it's true that in giving, and especially now that it's Christmas, in giving, we get a lot more back in return. And I think you've said it yourself. So I hope that SG Cares becomes something that we can continue as not just an ethos, a philosophy, or something we spend 1 week doing, but it becomes a part of life, a part of how we behave, the kind of community we want to build, and the kind of society we want to live in, and the kind of place we want to leave for our children.
Well said. Can I ask you a second question now? You probably have seen a lot of acts of kindness and care. Can you share with us some of them that left a real impression on you?
Well, you know, people come forward in different circumstances.
Yeah.
Each of them give of what they believe they can do and how the beneficiary would react. And I would say that the path to giving is really a well-trodden one, but also a very diverse one. And we've seen again on the video that people do what they can, even in the hardest of times.
Yeah.
So we have seen that in the course of COVID, people have lost their jobs, economy is down, you're concerned for the future, your family. But I think in the context of this, I'm so heartened to see so many Singaporeans, despite all of these challenges, still continue to come forward to give of what they can. Some give money, some give more money, but many others give so much more. They give of their time, they give of their skills, talent and treasures. They mentor young children, they look at the neighbors and see what they can do to walk across the street, go across to the next door. And I think it's these little acts of kindness that define us. And sometimes they're not even known. I've seen anonymously, people leave a basket of sanitizers, or you leave some food on the corridor.
Yeah.
And I think these are little things that make our lives special, make our country that we live in special. And I hope we can see more of that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't intend to offend anybody, but when I say this, COVID is a bad thing, for sure.
Of course.
But COVID has brought some of the best people around, the best in us, and I think that's hopeful for us Singaporeans, isn't it?
Gavin, I think that's an understatement. I think all of us here in the room would have stories to tell of our own, right?
Yeah.
How COVID has brought out the best of humans, best of Singaporeans.
Yeah.
And I think we all have our own stories to tell.
Yeah. So moving into 2021, which is just around the corner, what do you wish for Singaporeans?
Well, first, I think I'd like to see the back of 2020.
Oh yes, please, far away. It's,
but I think going back on that silver lining that you talk about, I think the silver lining that we have all learned from COVID is how much it means for us to be part of the community, part of society, part of social interaction. The last time I saw you at a function, I think we stood quite close.
Much closer.
Yeah, a little bit close for my comfort.
Sorry, I didn't take a shower today, so you can't come so close.
But I think these are the kinds of occasions that remind us
Yeah.
how special it is to be part of a community.
Yeah.
And I hope that my one wish for 2021 is that even if we do see the back of COVID in that year, that we continue to remember to treasure these things. That we treasure simple gestures like shaking hands, which we couldn't do, high five, which we couldn't do, sharing a coffee with each other. All of these things were taken away from us for a period of time. And I think we must remember as we go back to normalcy, we go back to a society and the hustle and bustle of a post-pandemic world, that we remain connected to one another and that we continue not to take these things for granted. That's my wish for 21.
Thank you very much, Minister. I'm going to ask you for the microphone and I'm going to ask you to, don't throw. I'm going to ask you to stay on stage because Minister is going to help us present a token of appreciation to Madam President. May I please invite Madam President to join us on stage. This token of appreciation is a special gift created by sand artist Lawrence Koh. Using his creativity, he has crafted this special piece to commemorate the inaugural launch of SG Cares Giving Week 2020, the best week ever! Sorry, I have to say it that way. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Madam President, and thank you, Minister. Our guest of honor, Madam President Halimah Yacob, will now take her leave. We would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Madam Halimah for honoring us with the presence this evening. Thank you very much, Madam President. So, ladies and gentlemen, here and online, we've come to the end of the evening, but not really the end as well because it's just starting in the week, isn't it? Visit givingweek.sg to find out more about the exciting activities that have been planned. It's simple. You can do your little act of giving by sharing your time, talent, treasure, and voice to support any cause you're passionate about in any way, big and small. Together, we can build a Singapore that truly cares. Don't forget to catch Royce tomorrow at Plaza Singapura from 12 to 2 p.m. And then from 2nd to 6th December, 8 p.m., get a daily dose of comedy and inspiration from our friends from Dream Academy on MVPC's Giving Week's Facebook page, hosted by Suhaimi Yusof, special appearances by the Tim Sam Dollies, Kumar, Sebastian Tan, and many, many more. With an array of activities and initiatives like Everyday Giving, the Giving Treat, a lineup of exciting events at the Giving Hub, taking part in hashtag MyHeartBeats4, social media challenges, and many more. Join SG Care Giving Week and make it your best week ever! I love saying that. Lastly, but not lastly, next week, join us on Giving Week SG's Facebook and City of Goods YouTube channel at 8 p.m. This is for the closing ceremony. We have lots more performances and stuff happening here. We'll see you. I also want to see what happened to the two groups, whether they volunteered or not for the charity. So I'll see you next Monday, 7 December, 8 p.m. I'm Gurmeet Singh, and you are not. Good night. Bye.